Anxiety, a state of arousal which anticipates potentially threatening situations. While beneficial for survival, anxiety can become disproportionate, persisting for a longer duration and intensity, being debilitating, distressing, and disrupting functioning and well-being. Anxiety experience directly influences abnormal anxiety development. A gender disparity in the prevalence and experience of anxiety is consistently found, with women twice as likely to experience anxiety at an increased severity than men. How is anxiety experienced differently across genders? Well, emotional expression, reactivity, and regulation demonstrate these differences, despite physical arousal of anxiety being relatively stable. The more emotional sex, women are encouraged to express and dwell on emotions, internalizing and intensifying negative ones like anxiety. In comparison, males have restrictive emotionality, suppressing negative emotional experience and expression, reducing anxiety's impact. Females have higher emotional reactivity to negative emotions, which influences subjective appraisals of lacking control over anxiety, intensifying their experience and risk. Emotion regulation is central to controlling anxiety. However, each gender adopts different, often maladaptive strategies. Women engage in rumination, in which they overanalyze emotions and perceive emotions and situations as uncontrollable. On top of suppression, males engage in problem-solving and reappraisal coping mechanisms, enhancing control of anxious experiences. The biopsychosocial model suggests theories of biological predispositions, psychological processes, and social factors interact, explaining gender differences. Focusing on the psychosocial aspect, gender roles are socialized from a young age, influencing behavior and emotions. Girls, taught to be emotionally expressive, are reliant on others and avoidant of feared situations. Boys are expected to be instrumental, suppressing emotion to meet the masculine role. This promotes autonomy and mastery in males, providing a buffer against anxiety symptoms, something female roles don't encourage. The theory of learned helplessness suggests this psychological lack of control is a critical risk factor for anxiety, affecting the ability to overcome it. Women's cognitive appraisals of anxious emotions enhance their vulnerability and symptom severity as they reflect helplessness, uncertainty, and lack of control and hope for the future. Understanding these differences and why they arise has significant implications for treatment efficacy and general well-being. Treatment remains largely indifferent to gender differences in anxiety experiences and etiology, thus not addressing the gender factors contributing to anxiety development may maintain the experience. From theory, perhaps encouraging control and mastery in females may be beneficial for reducing the gender disparity. Knowledge of socialization factors can also aid in reducing the mental health stigma men face when experiencing anxiety, encouraging expression and help seeking. Understanding gender differences in anxiety and educating those affected goes a long way for promoting the well-being of men and women across the lifespan, prompting a different approach to address the serious and widespread problem that is anxiety.